Hey guys, welcome back to ArtosisCasts. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to take a look at Nada's most recent Terran vs. Zerg on his journey to 2500. You might notice that the game looks really different. I actually have to watch this replay on Shield Battery, which is a private server. Well, it's not really private, but it's like a non-BattleNet server. I cannot get the replay to load on BattleNet. Honestly, Shield Battery is much better made than BattleNet. You can check it out. Just type in Shield Battery StarCraft, you'll find it. Mostly non-Koreans play there, and mostly just kind of for tournaments and stuff. I actually utilize it for practice because the latency is better than BattleNet most of the time. But anyways, yeah, it wouldn't load for some reason. I think it might be because I don't have Fighting Spirit, perhaps. I haven't played even a single game on Fighting Spirit because I am a man of moral value, right? Like I'm not someone willing to play on garbage map like Fighting Spirit. Anyways, whatever it might be. Oh God, I have the names reversed here. I am so sorry. I'm just noticing this. We're gonna swap them real quick here. Breaking through the third wall or whatever it's called. Sorry. Yeah, the color's wrong. Okay, whatever. That's just, we're going to live with it this time. Okay. Anyways, this is a 9-pool opener here from Fury. Fury, I don't know who this is, but he's 2,600 plus. So that's a very highly ranked Zerg player. That is, like, 2,600 plus is no joke. You are getting pretty close to ASL level at that point. So, yeah. I'm not exactly sure who it is. Maybe his ID literally is just Fury. I could only find that one ID for him. And maybe someone will point out that maybe someone else knows who he is. But he's actually making a decent amount of lings. I'm not, like, too surprised to see Pool First. Pool First has been trending for Zerg a little bit. And like the meta's shifted just slightly. We have like almost 0 double center axes nowadays. We have far fewer 8 raxes. People have gotten really good at holding 8 racks. And like, for instance, Sulky, all of Sulky's Zerg vs. Terran games, he goes for overpool openers. Now this is a 9-pool. This is more aggressive than overpool. But it's like, I think a lot of Zergs have figured out that the late game of Zerg is in the mid game and the late game are so strong. Really, the only place Zerg is a little bit weak is the very beginning, before they get anything really going, like before layer tech, for the most part. So yeah, this is a lot of lings being made. But yeah, like this is I think the reason why we're seeing really calm control here by Nada, by the way. And like this Zerg is diving so hard. Nada actually needs to bring another 2 SCVs down here. 1. Like, there's a lot more lings on the way. Because he needs to repair this one. It's, like, way too low. He might actually cancel building this and go up to repair it or something. Okay, here we go. Brings 1. I really would have brought 2, but okay. Yeah. Okay, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. I'm sorry. This is a lot of Zerglings. This is so many Zerglings that he's making. Nada's actually going second barracks. Like, Nada's entire build counters what he's up against so hard. Oh, yeah, I was talking about, like, pool first plays. So, yeah, a lot of Zergs, as long as they can avoid dying to some sort of marine pressure at the beginning or taking massive damage from it, they're pretty happy with the situation. And I know that we do have a few people in the comments that like to contest that, oh, Terran is way stronger than Zerg. It's actually literally not the case at all. And I'm not saying this as a Terran player. I'm saying this as someone who casts a lot of pro games. Like, once Zerg gets to Defiler, the win rate goes way down for Terran. Yeah, it's getting difficult. Zergs are getting very good at defense. Now, this Zerg only has 13 drones. His economy is very bad, and he actually catches Nada moving out here with the lings, which is probably a best case scenario, but Nada micros really well and just chews through those lings very quickly. Going into stim, he's like getting very far ahead at the moment. Not digging this position for Zerg at all. Like, this is a very, very slow layer. He does have that third base, which is kind of a sneaky play. But once Nada gets a scan off and sees that layer isn't done, he might actually just intuit that there's a base. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where he'll think it is. I probably think it's here. A little bit easier to defend, but obviously if you can get another base like this... Oh my god, a hidden Hydralisk Den at the hidden base. Okay, well, we can see just how cheesy this 2600 Zerg is. I guess you kind of have to follow up failed Zerglings with something surprising. So I guess that in and of itself, not overly surprising. Now, Nada starts to move out. We're going to catch his scans. He's going to scan in a moment here. Starts to move out. Okay, scans main and Nat. Very normal. So what he sees is 3 sunks on the way. Okay. And he sees no tech. But the layer's done. So you might look at that and say, okay, maybe the layer just popped a millisecond ago and he hadn't made the spire. But scans last for, you know, there's a range of time that they last for that's long enough that you're like, where is it? See how he's going here? How I said I would think it was here. I think he has intuited that there is another base, but he's used both scans, so he doesn't know where that base is. He just kind of has to walk around. And this is where being very tricky can definitely pay off. See, he scans. He's like, okay, this is a really tricky base, so he scans here. Scans here. Dude, this is... Drops on the way for Fury. Okay. This is like... you know, at this point, I'd be thinking, okay, is he here? What if he's here? This would be the deadly place for the hatchery to be. Isn't that funny? Because he scanned this natural, and now he's like, okay, we're going to attack up here. So he finds this base. And is he going to kill the den before Lurker upgrade's done? Did it finish? Or did he cancel? He canceled, didn't he? Oh my god. This is terrible. So Fury is unbelievably far behind. I would be shocked if he would be able to win a game that looks like this. Completely shocked. Missile turret going up on the side. That is a hilarious place for a missile turret. Because it just doesn't... You know, I guess it pokes out a little bit more, so it hits over here more. But, like... You're taking away almost half of what it can hit. Not that that's necessarily bad. It's just, like, inefficient. Very handsome as far as base layout goes. So, Nada has just gotten incredibly, incredibly far ahead here. 24 drones against 39 SCVs. Yeah, he's going to go add-on. He's going to go starport. And he's going to be feeling really good. Like, if he just macros cleanly... and makes siege tanks nonstop, makes some vessels as well, he should be able to just push through anything. When you're playing against these types of like lurker builds, it's about consistent production and rallying your units in, like reinforcing your army. Because if you don't reinforce it, well, in this case, Fury has taken enough damage that maybe you could like miss a reinforce and be fine. But like... let's say that we're in a more even position. Your opponent's playing more of a Ling Lurker or an early Hydra Lurker. Much different than later on when you already have a bustling economy. But like if they're playing that against like Siege Tank, Marine, Medic, Science Vessel, yeah, if you're not reinforcing, it can definitely go towards Zerg. Like they can just kind of overwhelm your army, kill your tanks, and then you might be behind. But yeah, if you're kind of just like consistently making the units, bringing them in, making sure you're kind of spread, then you're good to go. Now, a couple lurkers being made, a couple drones still hidden down here, and he has an SCV here, so I do wonder if he's thinking about this as a third base. Not a terrible idea, honestly. You never know. Like he doesn't know if he got the upgrade for sure. So, for instance, sometimes when you kill a base like this, they burrow some lurkers, like hold position lurkers, to catch your army trying to go back. So occasionally it can be okay to just leave the army out there and just say, no, it's fine. I'm not going to die to anything. And here he brought up an SCV, so I think his idea is... Oh, that's so funny. The army's still there. Oh, really good targeting, actually. Oh, we're playing Marine Special Forces. Let's go. Once upon a time, Nada would have killed that lurker. There was a Marine micro UMS where you used to kill lurkers with a single Marine. It is 100% doable. With good latency, you can dodge all the spines. All right, Lurker Drops incoming. He has 2 Overlords full of Lurkers. All right, so he's going to drop here. This might force the SCVs to run up, in which case this one wants to catch those SCVs then. So he does burrow up here as well. Brings a couple Marines. Obviously, that's not going to be enough to clear this. Very annoying to deal with. That's for sure. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hey, he actually gets some kills. Suddenly 33 to 36 is not nearly as bad as it was, is it? Also, Nada lost most of his army that was over here. He doesn't really have a third base up yet. Not that he has to have a third base by now, but yeah, the command center is on the way. Double eBay is going. The thing is, like, this looks like it's turning into Manzurg, right? Which, of course, I didn't invent, actually. My like great friend In Control is the one that invented it. He named it Manzurg, and he was like the only player using this style back in those days. But yeah, going for heavy Hydra Lurker in the mid game with like 2/2 upgrades. Manzurg. It can be strong. Now, Nada is clearing this double Lurker draw. 4 Lurkers coming out. They aren't actually getting that much damage, but they are preventing some mining there as well. Keeping Nada honest in a way. I was going to say Ada honest. A spoonerism. That's what that's called. All right, lots of Lurkers being made. Zerg is actually well ahead in economy now. Isn't that funny? Nada definitely had a very strong position, but you can see how that turns on its head sometimes. Now, the thing is that this army is a little bit hard to engage with against like an entrenched position. If you're not sieged, then yeah, this can run up and definitely deal some damage. Like Hydras do a pretty good job tanking, and then the Lurkers burrow, and it's like, okay, well, you better already be running away. But you know, Nada is kind of reinforcing. We can see he has a much larger army right now, despite being down a good 7 workers. He's still way up in supply. So he's got like 30 more army supply right now. This is a very small army. It has good upgrades. He's about to have Hydra range as well, which will definitely be helpful. And it's going to take a little bit to push up this small ramp, but the spread is very good. This is what you want. You want to spread these tanks out. You want to utilize Defense Matrix, not Irradiate. Sorry, Toggles fans, not Irradiate. And let's see. Here we go. Fury running in with these Lurkers. Oh, look at that. The #1 genius ever goes Defense Matrix. Who'd have thought? And this is going to get absolutely slammed. Well, there you have it, right? If you're spread correctly, you utilize the right spells. Even though Fury got some damage in. But Nada, once again, gets way ahead in the early game. Kind of reminding me of that TVP. He's, like, playing aggressively. He's playing well. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not throwing shade at Nada. I love the guy. But, like, you know, I want Nada to continue to practice. I hope he doesn't just say, okay, I got 2,500. I'm going to go do something else. I don't think he will. I think he's going to keep practicing and keep getting better. But yeah, looking at this game, like this is one that I think an ASL pro would have cleaned the Zerg up a little bit more cleanly. Like a lot of what Nada did was very good. Like he identified that there had to be a base. He scanned around for it. He found it. He killed it off. He went into the correct tech afterwards. I think blocking the drops was slightly off. Maybe he didn't realize that that's what was going to be happening. Hasn't played enough on the ladder, you know. Not too many people play that type of style. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, I play a lot of ladder, right? And I'm thinking about, like, quick Lurker drop styles. I probably play against that. Ooh, another one. I probably play against quick Lurker drop styles like I would say the maximum would be 1 game a month, right? And I play like 20 hours a week or something like that. So it's super not common. And he hasn't played that many games. So, you know, like, I think maybe his sharpness of detecting it might not really be there. GG. Okay, well, another Nada game, another Nada win. And we're going to close out this Nada series with finally a Terran versus Terran in the next day. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you there.